The answer to that is the minimum amount of stock you can hold is 1 unit. So that's the minimum amount you can hold. And how best to work out how much they require and how often. Well, the second part of that question, the how often, will become self-evident once you start selling. And you will not get to know that ahead of time. You will not get to learn. You will not get to learn ahead of time how fast your products are selling. That will be 100% dictated by Amazon and the work you do on your Amazon listing, and of course the customers coming searching for it. You've got no way of knowing that information until you do it. So the first part of that question therefore becomes very, very important, which is how much stock should you order? Very important question, and you'll understand why in just a wee while when I answer another question related to this. My strategy for stock is this. I am much more inclined to order enough stock so that I am scrambling to meet demand rather than having stock sitting there not selling, trying to worry about what the hell to do with it. So my strategy is I would rather under order and then scramble to fulfill the demand that I've created by applying marketing and launch marketing to my listing than be in a situation where I've got to liquidate stock because it ain't selling. So that's my philosophy that I'm going to come from, okay? Everybody's going to be different. I really do assign to Warren Buffett's money psychology, and one of those kind of tenets is the best way to make money is not to lose money. Okay, so that's kind of where I come from with most of my stuff. I tend to err on the side of caution rather than just being kind of gung-ho with this sort of stuff, okay? With that in mind, my strategy is to hold or to order 75 days of stock. Now, that 75 days of stock, I break it up as follows. I'm going to use 15 days of that stock to launch my product. So I'm going to give some of that stock away. I'm going to exchange some of it for reviews. I'm going to discount it. I'm going to Facebook stuff. I'm going to follow my launch system that I lay out in the AOE training to get my product onto page 1, between position 1 and 5 of the search engine results page on Amazon. 15 days of stock I assign to launch, okay? The remaining 60 days is what I want to sell once I've launched. So that's kind of my strategy for my first order. Now, here's the problem. You've got no idea how many sales per day you will make. You've got no idea. Amazon does not let anybody have that information. So all of that software like Jungle Scout, eGrow, Amaze Owl, all of those softwares, they all guess. They all guess at how many sales per day you will make, because nobody gets that data. Nobody gets that data. The only people that get that data is Amazon and you once you start selling. Amazon does not give it out. So it's important to say, because what that means is, just like everybody else, you have to guesstimate how many sales per day you will make. And there is no easy way to do that. And it is a bit of a crap shot, which kind of sucks. And I hate that in business, but it is what it is. So my strategy is, let's just do a little bit of a search. What have we got here? My strategy is, imagine that we were looking to sell vacuum cleaners. I don't know. So the first question I'm going to want to know is, where am I going to try and rank my product on the search engine results page. So this is the search engine results page, search engine, Amazon results page. I've done a search. This is what I've been shown. This is my SERPs, as we're now going to call it. Where do I want to rank on here? Because for me, whilst it's always nice to be there, page 1, position 1, whilst that's always nice, it's not necessary to rank in that spot to make good sales. Realistically, anything in the top 5 will make you good sales. Anything in the top 5 will make you good sales. So the question is, where do you want to rank? So oftentimes in a search like this, you'll see the top spot has 1,000 reviews or something crazy like that, particularly in the States. The second spot has 500 reviews, and you're like, holy shit. But the third spot has 38 reviews or something like that. And you're like, oh, well, I can beat that. I can beat 38 reviews. So that's my target. I'm going to aim for page 1, position number 3. So it's that awareness that will then help you say, okay, well, now that I know I'm shooting for page 1, position 3, now I can start thinking about what does position 3 make per day? How many sales per day do they make? And to do that, I'm looking at, well, things like how many searches per day or per month are there for vacuum cleaners, for instance. So let's just go and search for the proper word rather than Neil's made up word. So here's vacuum cleaner. Here's a monthly search for the search term vacuum cleaner, okay? And we're going to stick with Amazon. Oh, we won't do Amazon US. Let's do amazon.com.au. So here we've got 1 million searches per month for the search term vacuum cleaner, which is a lot of searches. So divide that by 30 and then kind of spread those out, and you start to think then, well, maybe I'm looking at X amount of searches per day, which if I'm going to be in the top 3rd spot, then I'm probably going to get somewhere around about 10% of those people to click on my product. If my product does a good job of selling, then I'll maybe get between 15 and 20% of the people that arrive on my page to buy my product. Therefore, I'm looking at around about whatever that is for your particular product in sales per day. As you can see, it is not a science, all right? It is not a science, which sucks, but it's just the way it is. So whilst I haven't got a great answer for you, Chris, what I have got is the best we can hope for. That's the best we can hope for with that sort of thing. I will tell you, in Australia, let me give you some averages, okay? In Australia, if I was going to sell something in Oz, I would be thinking about page 1, position 1, five sales per day as an average. In the USA, page 1, position 1 for most kind of things, 20 to 30 sales per day. That's some averages for you based on my own business and what we do in my own businesses. That gives you kind of an average for that. So at least you've got something what you can wrap your head around, Chris. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.